Pete Davidson and Jack Harlow.
Where's his locker room, man?
I don't know which one it is. Oh, it's this one for sure. Oh, he got a hold.
Look at these guys, and this is what I mean about the unprofessionalism.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Here's Jake. What's up, boss? Ooh. And because these guys are all so cool, they all got a, yo, what's up, bro?
What's up, boss?
Can you imagine the host of The Bachelor doing this when he walks into the room with 30 women? He's got a, yo, bro, what's up?
Well, you never know. The new host might do that.
Yo, bro, what's up? Just go, hi, everybody. What, you're too cool to just stand there and go, hi, everybody? Because you're walking into a room. So they're all used to this. This is what Post Malone does when he goes into a room. Yo, what's up, bro? Yeah, what's up? This is what you do when you're 15 years old. What you do when this is what I do when I walk into a room of 30 people. Hi. Be seated. You don't gotta. These white gangsters, man. So here they are. Ooh, look at Jack Harlow and Jake face off. Now, does Jake even know who this is? And look what he's wearing. I don't like this outfit either. Okay, so watch this. Look at that. They got to shake hands with everybody first to show that everything's okay. Look at this. Yo.
Thank you, man. How you feeling, man? How you feeling?
Good. I'm just like calm, ready to explode.
Now, this was on the feed, the $50 feed. This is one of the little segments that they would do. So you're watching this, and you're going, okay, this is very exciting here. How you doing? Now, imagine you're waiting, the biggest fight of your life, millions of people. By the way, think about who's watching. Everybody from Philip DeFranco to Gavin McInnes to Anthony Cumia, Joe Rogan. Every fucking person you've ever heard of online is watching you. Think about that. Joe Rogan's watching. Brendan Schaub is watching. Brian Callen is watching. Chris D'Elia is watching. Josh Denny is watching. Jules' family is I mean, really, it was like a... Remember that?
Even my sister, who doesn't know anything about YouTubers, was watching
Yes,
this.
everybody. It was like an episode of Seinfeld, or like when all the characters are in the courtroom at the end, and it's showing every character that we've ever known. Every person that you've ever watched on YouTube or online anywhere was watching this. Everyone. And this is what they showed. Now imagine being Jake and you got to sit there for 5 hours, and every person you've ever fucking known in your whole life is watching every moment of this. And they're seeing you with your shirt off.
Fuck.
They're seeing your zits. They're judging. Yeah. Me, I was watching, yes. Yeah, everybody, I was watching.
You remind me of like when Charlie Sheen when he went on his winning tirade. Like everybody was just like...
You remind me of Charlie Sheen when he went on his winning tirade. And Jake laughs and I go, he was like 6 years old when that happened. Charlie Sheen winning. I happen to meet Charlie Sheen. People see the picture of me where I'm like very pale.
Fuck, and you look crazy.
Well, I was cracked out.
You're triple the weight.
I met Charlie Sheen when he was going through his crazy thing. Remember when Charlie Sheen went insane and there was like a 6-month Charlie Sheen thing where people couldn't believe it.
If that happened now, that would last
Nothing.
one afternoon.
What Charlie Sheen did, that crazy like 6-month stint that he did that was so insane, that's nothing compared to this stuff. Nothing. That wouldn't make the news now. And we went, and Charlie Sheen put on live performances, and we thought this was so crazy. We were invited backstage with Charlie Sheen. We met him. Very sweet guy. He's not even crazy compared to these people anymore. So he brings, oh, you're like Charlie Sheen. Okay, very funny, Pete.
Go off, dude. Go off. Yeah, man. What was I going to ask you about? I was
Listen.
like, so how you feeling like...
Okay, and then the audio cuts out. So Pete Davidson... And I guess this is pretty cool because we hate Jake, but again, there's something about the unprofessionalism that bothers me. There's something about how there's nobody in charge that bothers me. So the audio cuts out and Pete goes, So how you feeling about the sexual assault charge? He really did. So when this happened, right after this happens, we get a message from Keemstar in our little chat saying, Jake Paul might not fight because Pete Davidson, I hope I'm allowed to say this.
A lot of people are talking about it.
Okay, good. Because Pete Davidson, they cut it out of the feed. Pete Davidson brought up his Justine Paradise sexual assault face fucking charges right off the bat in the green room. So now that we know that that's what was cut out, I guess Jake got really pissed about that and threatened to cancel the fight if Pete doesn't shape up. Now, obviously, they talked to Jake and they said, you can't cancel the fight. You'd be forfeiting, right? There's no canceling or postponing because you're mad. You'd be forfeiting. You'd lose. And then there'd be no pay. We'd sue. So he did continue the fight. But apparently, Pete Davidson asked him about the sexual assault. They cut it out with the delay.
Now, Pete was doing this thing where he went into Jake's locker room and was being all nice to Jake. And then he was like, Ben Askren sucks.
Well, now I don't know, because if you asked him about the sexual assault, if we would have heard this live, doesn't that change the story about Pete's two-facedness?
But I was just going to say, that is a funny idea. Somebody else talking shit to both of the people, trying to rile them up, but for some reason I feel like Pete can't pull it off.
Pete needs to be beaten senseless, and I challenge him to a Triller boxing match. And by the way, this is what's so great about this boxing thing. Yeah, I challenge you to a boxing match, but Triller needs to pick it up. There needs to be millions of dollars in production and marketing. It needs to be as big or bigger than this. Then, yeah, I'll do it. Very fair. And I challenge Here's the people I challenge. Mersh, Sam Tripoli, and Big Mike. Mersh first. That was trending. Did you see that? It was trending on Twitter the night of the Jake fight. Mersh. And you clicked on it. It says, Mike from Redbar challenges Mersh to a boxing match. You know, it was pretty funny. They posted that in Mersh's Reddit. And everybody was on my side. They thought I would win against Mersh. He would win. Yeah. Everyone would win against me, unfortunately.
You're very fragile.
I'm disabled. All right, let's see what happens here. This is the SA part, so they bleeped it. They cut it out.
Ready to explode. Like a nuclear atom.
A nuclear atom.
Yeah, you're on. You remind me of like when Charlie Sheen when he went on his winning tirade.
And look at this guy. Keep your eye on that Jack Harlow.
Off, dude, go off. Yeah, man. What was I gonna ask you about? I was like, so how you feeling? Like,
they cut it out. He's asking about the essay.
Bro, you can't joke around about that.
You can't joke around about that.
No.
Look at Harlow. Look at Harlow.
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Really good.
Imagine you're waiting for a boxing match and Pete and Harlow are just staring at you. Get the fuck out of my dressing room, is what I would say. I'd knock that Harlow out. I hate that Harlow. There's something about that last name Harlow, too, that does not jive with me. Watch. You'll see. You'll see more.
Right.
Look at that scumbag. That money man.
I feel like if I was a boxer,
Look at
the
Harlow.
last thing I'd want is this right before I fought.
Okay, so Harlow has some sense, but look how he's standing. Imagine these two people standing there, and you're sitting here. Get the fuck out. And Harlow goes, if I was about to box, I think this would be the last thing I would want. Okay, so finally some self-awareness. Well, then don't do it to him. But watch how Jake responds.
All right.
I feel like if I was a boxer, the last thing I'd want is this right before I fought.
Yeah.
You too?
You know what I'm saying? If I was a boxer, I feel like the last thing I'd want is motherfuckers coming in here asking me questions.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are good.
We were gonna keep it really light.
You guys, couldn't you laugh and
He's
go, yeah?
furious.
But, I mean, come on,
He's
please.
mad
You
about
shouldn't
the
bother
SA.
these people. Don't bother these people. And that's what I mean. This is unprofessional. Imagine if they did this to Tiger Woods before a golf tournament.
Right
They send
as
in
he's about to swing.
They
the
send
putt.
in two trolls to ask him about his sexual affairs. You gotta keep the sport professional if you're gonna do this. It can't just be Snoop Dogg as the most professional person in the building. He's killed someone, for God's sakes, and he's too tall. we saw Too Short perform when Snoop Dogg came out. I go, wow, first Too Short, now Too Tall.
Incredible.
By the way, Too Tall is Matt James's original rap name. Here.
Like mostly like what's your favorite color?
Yeah.
I can tell what it is.
What do you think it is?
Look at that Harlow. Wait till you see this Harlow. I'm fucking gunning for you, Harlow.
We'll say it on 3.
It's his too.
I think it's yellow.
Watch Harlow's face.
No.
Money?
No.
No.
Blue.
Blue?
Yeah.
Is that the
You
Triller
know,
color?
Jake Paul's actually not. I'm starting to like Jake Paul.
Every time he has a fight, I hate him and
Hate
want him
him.
dead for like a month, and then the second he wins, I'm like, oh, good
There's
for him.
something about a winner that is
Right?
just, hey, you talked all this shit
It's
and then
like
you
when
won.
Trump won the election.
Yeah,
you
it's
loved
like
him,
when
but
Trump-
then when he started losing
Yes.
at the end, then you're like, he sucks.
Isn't that
kill
something?
him.
I hope people don't judge me that way.
I know, it's tough.
But it is with guys like this. If you talk, it was like Conor McGregor or Ronda Rousey. You talk all that shit and you keep winning. We like you, but the second you lose, we fucking hate your guts. So Jake is the fucking winner here. You bow to him now. He's the SA king. In that Justine Paradise, I'd be very scared because we're all coming for you now. Watch this.
I also had questions about your robot. So
Look at Harlow. Anybody else really annoyed with Harlow standing there? Anybody else? And what's with the curly hair thing going on this year? Everyone's got curly hair. You see Noah Beck?
Speaking of Noah Beck,
Noah Beck. Oh, yeah. I'll tell you all about Noah Beck. If you have curly hair, I want you fucking dead. You hear me? Death threats! It's a joke.